What type of cancer did you have?
I had what's called Squamous Cell Carcinoma, and it's a type of skin cancer.
Okay. And do you
What was
really...
the cause of it?
Yeah, do you know what the cause was?
The cause was, yes, too much sun exposure. Melanoma is the biggest skin cancer killer that people know about, but there are other kinds of skin cancer as well. I think all of them, if I'm not mistaken, are caused by too much sun exposure. Mine was, I don't know, you probably can't see because I'm not close enough, but mine was right here next to my eye. And I suspect that it's because I grew up in Southern California. I was a competitive swimmer. I was a lifeguard. And I also spent a lot of time just, at the beach and in the sun, driving or on my bike. So the fact that it was right next to my eye is probably because, I would wear sunglasses, but it was like right under where my sunglasses would be. So squamous cell carcinoma.
And a question I have that's not on here, but did your doctors tell you when you had the cancer you can only be in the sun for so much time, or you have to stay in a house all day, or was it not so strict?
You mean as part of the treatment?
Yeah, while you were being treated.
Well, no, not really. I mean, they really just sort of said, I've been going to a dermatologist for years because I'm so fair-skinned. It's just been part of my life. I go once or twice a year, so I've had other benign types of, what is it called? Basal cell carcinoma. That's another one that most people get. So squamous cell was a little more intense. It can actually kill you if it goes untreated. It can get really deeply rooted, and then it can spread to other organs. So that's why it's kind of a scary one, but it won't kill you right off the bat if you're good about taking care of it. So no, they just recommend, that I wear 50 SPF sunscreen and, stay out of the sun, which I do. But as a child, I was, even though I wore a lot of sunscreen and hats and glasses and I did everything I was supposed to do, I still got more exposure than I should have. So they ended up biopsying what I thought was a pimple, and it turned out to be squamous cell carcinoma. And so the dermatologist went in and actually dug out, well, they numbed the area, then they dug it out. I guess what they do then is they go and they take the tissue that they dig out and they test it to see if there's any cancer in it, and they go back in and dig out a little bit more, and then they sewed me up. And in the process then of checking the tissue, they found actually another one that was starting to emerge but just hadn't made it to the surface yet. So they called me back in and cut out more and then sewed me up again. But he did a really good job. But, nothing else has come up, so I guess the area is clear.
Okay. And how long did it take them until they figured out it was skin cancer?
Oh, it was right there on the spot. They have a lab within the office that they could just sort of, I think that they sent it out. It was over at BMC, so I think they sent it out and then really quickly, got the results and brought it back in. So I don't know if it's in the same building, but it was really fast.
Okay.
And then how did the doctors treat it?
Just honestly by digging it out. That was it. And sewing me back up, basically telling me, to be mindful if there were any more little bumps that came up. And I had a Band-Aid on it for a little while. The stitches all were dissolvable, so that all took care of itself. And then they wanted to see me again in 6 months, so they did that a few times, and then now I'm back to yearly.